Hello, once again, audience, and welcome back to MNC Gaming Dominations with Christopher. I'm here for my second World War attack. We have a special guest with us today. I don't even know. Gokun, Confusion,
Hello.
Sean, whatever we want to call you. He goes by several different names. One of the proud members of the Immortal Kings. Joining us here, we were trying earlier on to get him his war attack live for you guys, but not able to sort it out. So we do have a couple of World War attacks. I'm going to be doing mine live, but welcome to the stream. What do you want to be called? What are we calling you?
You can call me Confusion if you wish.
Confusion.
Yeah.
That seems to make the most sense because I'm very easily confused. So how long have you been with Immortal Kings?
Since the beginning.
Since the beginning? Since the beginning of DomiNations or since the beginning of the Alliance?
Since the beginning of the Alliance.
Okay. How long is that?
We are on our... How many wars has it been? Let me check. This is the 28th one, so around 2 months.
Okay, very good. So it's still really new.
Yeah, we are new.
And where were you guys before that? Where were you before that?
I was in Brexiteers.
Oh, okay, very good.
Yeah, and our leader, Lightbringer, was also there. And we were, I actually started the game and I joined Brexiteers and he was there. He mentored me all the way along. He taught me like everything about Escape.
Very cool. Well, Lightbringer certainly is a very, very skilled attacker, even more skilled than myself. But I mean, that's not hard. That sets the bar pretty low. That's almost an insult, isn't it? But yes, he is very, very, very skilled. And I'm afraid for the Lone Wolf Season 2 when he's actually a global and comes and attacks me. I think that's going to be scary.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he creates like very effective war plans. So
yeah, certainly very detail oriented from what I'm seeing here.
Yeah.
So I've actually been tasked with going on number 1. And in actuality, Confusion has a couple of accounts, similar to a lot of us. He's got one. Now, your second account that you've got there, what level is that one?
Sean?
Yeah.
I think, I don't know.
You don't know. Is it an industrial age? Is it
it's in global age.
Okay.
And let me check.
Now, what about Confusion? What level is Confusion? What age?
Confusion is 150.
150 global?
Industrial age.
Industrial age. Oh, okay. So that's getting close to the top. The top being like a 170-ish, I think, is the top. I think I've seen a couple of people that are actually like 175, 180 that are still on the industrial age, but that's higher. Getting close to higher up there. So this is the target that I have been tasked with. We only have number 1 and number 2 left on the board to clear because, of course, I failed. Beautiful attack, Nikki. Thank you for cleaning up my mess somewhat. So the plan here is that I'm going to be going right up at the very top with the attempt or the effort is going to be to knock out these high hit point buildings that are right here. There's 4 of them. Complement of that, I want the town center. And then I do want to punch through the middle, but I do want to take out this general, level 24 general. I'm hoping I can take that out before having to deal with anything else. But this is a scary looking base. This is a 228 atomic age base. Wow, Haven. And again, with those high metals. He's also got 2, I believe, level 6 coalition. So that's very intimidating, isn't it? What do you think? Does that sound like a decent plan?
Where are you deploying?
I am deploying up at the very top by the Alliance Gate.
Alliance Gate.
I'm going to punch through the middle in an effort to get that 50% quick victory.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
So, okay, well, you know what they say. They say great minds think alike, so that's what we're going to roll with. Now,
But I think you shouldn't let the castle out. There are like 3 huge generals right
oh
there.
yes, I did see that. I was like, I don't think I want those guys coming out to say hello to me. Not
Yeah.
really. All right, and I do need some generals. I need some generals of my own. See, and we're pushing it. We're pushing it on the basis that my generals aren't actually ready. Do I want to be going with it? No. You know what? We're doing it. That's fine. So, I've got the same generals from before. I am unfortunately I'm not going to have time tomorrow. Actually, I've got a fairly busy day planned tomorrow, so that's hence the reason why we're here. I have mucked with it a little bit and gone with a bit of what I feel is a heavier army. The clan we're fighting right now are pretty damn tough. Yeah, I've seen them. I've seen them there, Duncan. Thanks. They're like 13 out of 15 atomics. They're crazy. So we're rolling with 3 tanks, 3 supply trucks, 4 howitzers. I've got 9 of my heavy machine guns and 4 bazookas. My mercs, I'm running with 2 flams and 2 jags. I've got my blitzkrieg, 1 sab, 3 decoys, and 1 protect. So that sab or that blitzkrieg are going to have to be saved for the fort. That's the hope, or cross our fingers, right? We've got Napoleon and Alex and Joan coming along for the trip. 3 howitzers and 3, I believe those are Blackwatch. Oh, sorry, King's Royal Riflemen. Boo earns to me. And of course, my offensive coalitions. Are we ready to go, Confusion?
Yeah.
Let's roll.
Let's roll, yeah.
Okay. Confusion and I were talking just prior to this about the history of DomiNations, where it was from, etc., what drew us to the game. So certainly fun. So I'm going with a 3-finger drop. We're hopefully going to get the speed drop in. I'd like this to go as smooth as possible. I would like to keep my planes in check there. And we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Healing cards last. Okay, we're going to go throw that on there. See, now the problem I find I want to see that. No. Okay. Let's get all of you guys. I want to get that last decoy down over here. I want you guys to come right in there. I want you guys. Wow, that's a ton of tanks and stuff hanging out there. I am not at all satisfied with that. There's nothing that I can do there. There is quite literally. Wow. I didn't even take out the town center. Those coalitions, I feel, are just you can do it. Yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't think it's happening, Duncan. We'll leave my that number. I don't know. What do you got to do there? Obviously, standing on barbed wire doesn't help very much, but or maybe am I really that bad of an attack? I don't know. I look at industrial ages that are trying to attack my base, and I feel that it's almost the same as me trying to attack some of these atomics. And obviously there's some extremely skilled British. And that was a lot of tanks. Yeah, there's just a few there. There's a bit of lag. You'll have to let me know what you think, Confusion, because that was scary. Like there was a scary amount of stuff that came
I was
flying
really
at me.
scared to take that base too. I mean, it's incredible.
There's like I'm not sure how you would account for that. Like I threw down my decoys. I felt appropriately, but even with my decoys, I still had not really a whole lot of a chance. And I don't think these guys are really bringing their A game, but I would have liked to have at least seen a star on that, right? Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
So, I don't
Like,
know.
the base is very tough. Like, the design is kind of impenetrable. That's the problem. Like,
Well,
with the tanks in the middle.
yeah, with all the stuff that's coming at you from the center of that base, it's a real pain in the butt.
Yeah, it is.
So I feel like a British player, like if you went with a British kind of spam drop or a Korean spam drop, but you would have to be atomic, I feel, as well. Like I don't feel like this is the kind of base that you would be able to kind of play along that. You wouldn't be able to do that. Which, I don't know. Well, maybe you can. Maybe Nikki will show me how it's done, because she's, I mean, an amazing, amazing attacker. 3.
She really is, yeah.
4. Okay, and then 46, 46, 43. There. Retraining my, oh, that's what I'm missing. Probably missing my planes. Oof, and that was an expensive attack too, eh? I think I'm pretty sure this one's in the bag, though. How many of them have actually attacked? Oh, wow. Okay, so you got 96% on you, Sean. That's good, though. You've got a decent spread on your base. Went ahead and got 100% on Manaxa. Pedge still has to go. Rave actually managed to get 53% to 3 stars on my base. I don't see these guys as coming back, though. I've got to be honest. I don't see. What do you think?
I think we got this in the back, yeah. I mean, the maybe not, because they still have enough attacks left to clear us.
I think so. Well, I mean they do, but based on performance, I'm not thinking.
Yeah,
I don't think that they're there.
They can, but when you think realistically, probably not.
Now here we have got, so this is an attack actually from how do you say Ryua Gaming. I wanted to actually showcase this. Kind enough to actually fire it over to me to take a look on it. So let's just take a look. I was told that there was a little bit of lag, but from what I'm seeing, I'm not seeing a whole lot of lag. This is an industrial age attack. Looks like a bit of a. What nation is he? She?
Real?
Yeah. I'm not even sure what nation that looks like Chinese almost. Chinese, Japanese?
Let me check.
Decent quality though. So there's the town center. 3 tanks to lead. Of course, the shooters to follow. Very, very nice deploy. You know that there was a lot of patience there. A lot of patience as far as that goes. Gets the protect on almost straight away. Then that was beautifully executed. Not even a rally required in order to get that there. Oh, see, and then there's some lag right there. But that's just in the recording, luckily. Managed to get in there, and I think that's the quick victory right there. That was so nice. So nice. When in doubt of getting that town center down before it pops, that strength of the Gladiator really does come in handy. That heavy tank might present a little bit of a problem, but it seems to be focused on getting the heavies, which is good. That's where you want it. That's what your heavies are for. And a decoy. Exactly where you want to see the decoy. That is perfect. And now everybody's out. Now I'm hoping that we're going to see a rally here right almost on top of where that stronghold was actually sitting. That's where I think the rally should be taking place here. If there is one. And there it is. There it is. See, that's exactly where that needed to go. That's a beautiful, beautiful rally. Minute 37 to work around this. Seem to be doing all right. Just lost the first howitzer there, or artillery. Want to see that fort down, or that bunker down. That's one of the key elements. You don't want to have to deal with too many fat tanks, especially late in the game. Readout tower, horribly used. People just don't know how to read out. I've got to put a video out, I think, Confusion. How to read out 101.
Yeah, no one knows how it works. I've asked a lot of people. They're just like, put it there, put it there.
They just kind of throw it out there. They just kind of ignore it almost. They're like, oh, well, a readout tower. You just kind of throw it in there and hope that it kills stuff.
Yeah.
And I think there's going to be a lot of time there. Not a ton of time, but I feel like there's more than ample time. I mean, the majority of the traps have already been set. There's only, 4 troops left, and you got 4 buildings left. So 3 houses, 1 pile of gold. 2 houses, 1 pile of gold with 12 seconds left. A speed rally would really have done a lot better earlier on there. But instead they decided to just push it to the limit and watch. Very nicely done. That's great. Thank you very much for sharing that. I think that's a fantastic attack. Love it. Now, what else do we have? Are you actually in watching the chat conversation as well? Confusion?
Yeah.
You are watching the conversation going on?
Yes.
So you see that one of the gentlemen from Last Outlaws, who's been with me a while, Duncan, is a huge fan of Mortar Guys, and every single time that he jumps on the stream or watches the stream, he always has something to say about how good the Mortar Guys are. So that's what that is. Duncan. And Duncan, just for clarity's sake, Clan MacLeod is from a show called Highlander. And the main character is called Duncan. His name is Duncan MacLeod. So hence the reason we call him Duncan MacLeod.
Wow.
And the famous saying was, there can be only one. So that's where that's from. And that, my friends, is confusion. So who should we showcase? Who should we watch? I know we got at least one more. I'm liking these World War replays. I'm kind of liking them. You said there was at least one that was good. Should we watch your attack on number 2?
That's a big failure right there. So
was it bad?
It was bad.
Should we showcase it, and we can all cringe together and go, because it can't be any worse than mine.
If you wish,
9. You want to? You know what? Your first attack, you went on Snoopy. Let's watch that one. Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, that one looks good. And this is your account. Your account. This is the one that you actually built up and you've played with the longest, right?
Yeah. This is my actual account.
And it's British.
It is British, yeah.
So that's pretty much guaranteed. So, and then I wish there was a pause button. So I'm going to say that right now. If you would have been a little bit more brazen and dropped a little bit further out, you wouldn't have had to stress so hard in regard to those generals popping. Especially as the British. Oh no, what have you done there? You popped the town center?
Yeah.
Boy, are you ever scary.
Well, they were on protect, so
They still that yeah, that's a scary move, man. That's pretty bold of you.
they were on protect, so a couple of field howitzers wouldn't be, a problem, I guess.
You don't think so?
Yeah.
I've been destroyed more than enough times by simply a couple of field howitzers. But man, those British shooters, I swear that's just such a game changer, eh? That +1. Plus, if you got some library research on them, they're just insane. And of course, you've got those coalitions. What level are your coalitions?
I think Aztecs were 5.
Holy
Mongol
snow.
and Cherokee were 4 level.
That is insanity. That's a whole lot of looting to keep those coalitions up and active, but that's good. To have those high-level coalitions certainly does make a huge difference.
Yeah.
That's the difference right there. Like, you just watered through that guy's base.
Yeah, they kind of make you move up one edge.
Well, yeah, you can hit higher, you can hit harder, and there's no arguing that they work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what just happened there? Now, who else should we watch?
Who else? I think
Who else had a decent attack?
we can watch our leader's attack. I think he.
Should we do that? Should we watch LB Lightbringer? The other
Yeah,
LB?
Yeah, Lightbringer attacked their number 4, Chrome.
Where is that?
I haven't watched that.
Beautiful. And
But it should be good. He usually takes the at the beginning of the war he usually takes the targets to kind of help everyone.
Okay. And he uses, I think, the heavy tank assault, doesn't he? Or a bit of a heavy tank assault?
I don't know. I haven't watched it, but
he's
I'm
German?
Sure he's German, yeah.
And he's got German global. I have a hard time believing that he couldn't get through my base after seeing how he hits, because he hits very, very hard. He's a very skilled attacker.
He is.
So, a 188 atomic. And this is one of those ones where now I know they loaded a couple of their strongholds. Is this one of the ones where they loaded the stronghold?
Number 2 was loaded, but I'm not sure about
number 1. In come the planes, trying to help take down that big fat tank. There goes your quick victory in the town center for your 2-star. We're already at 43%. That was a perfect rally. So fallacy was very well exploited by Lightbringer. That was very nicely done. And of course, that decoy is in the perfect location, complemented with the rally, allowing him to have a little bit of a spread. And he's got another one there in order to try and keep the mortar fire off of his troops, which is good. And I think it's all over but the crying. Oh, see there, that was the money right there. That last decoy that he threw down just happened to pop all of those traps, which is perfect. That's exactly what you want to do.
Yeah.
And there's nothing left over to actually produce troops other than, obviously, the resistance. But he's got more than enough shooters left. It almost looks like he's got all of his shooters left over.
Yeah.
Germans. Whew. Oh, hey, Courier. How you doing, buddy? I want to see what his actual lineup is as far as what's he bringing to the table.
He uses, I think, he always goes with, like, in Global Age, I think people go with 6 or 5. He goes with 8, I guess. 8 or 9, maybe.
8 or 9 howitzers?
Yeah, he uses a lot of.
Yeah, and I think you should. I think you have to.
Yeah, with
that's half the reason.
Bonus.
Half the reason that I switched to using factory troops is in order to actually go howitzer heavy, right? So I can go howitzer heavy and bazooka heavy, because bazookas actually do more damage per second than howitzers.
Ah,
they're monsters. They're monsters, and they chew through stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, very nice. Very well done.
Yeah.
Oh, and of course it doesn't show you what he actually brought with him. Barely alive, tired as heck. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Get some sleep. Get some sleep. Very good. Well, looks like this one's in the bag, actually. War will be over tomorrow around noon. But certainly, you know, I've got to say, I'm going to miss you guys. You guys are extremely active. I haven't been over here, and I haven't logged into the game once without seeing at least 2 people that have been active and chatting back and forth. So very much a global alliance and an active alliance where they're donating and going back and forth and chattering it up, which is good. I mean, that communication is key to success. And I think that's evident just on the basis of your history. Your World War history certainly, I think, tells a story, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think this is our 28th war, and we've won them all.
So, yeah. The World War history here tells the story. 20 members, and they're all wins, right?
They're all wins. So far, no losses, no ties, all wins.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
But are they truly immortal, Peter asks.
Well, so far, so good.
So far, so good. They'll change their name. When they are not immortal, when they're actually defeated, they'll have to change their names to kind of immortal kings. Right?
Yeah, why not? We can try.
if it fit.
Into brackets, maybe, huh?
Yeah, sort of immortal kings. I don't know. Yeah. Something of that nature.
Yeah.
That's very good. Well, thank you very much for coming on with me, Confusion. I really do appreciate your time. And thank you to the Immortal Kings and KL for having me over. I really do appreciate that. As always, do you know what my slogan is for saying goodbye?
No.
No. He's got to watch more videos, guys. Keep your sticks on the ice and have a good time.